sure. It does say I'm live. I'm waiting for it to turn off. Skelos is out on his lap already. That is very loud. He takes a bit too much of the curb. I'm gonna think it's alright. Sorry if you can hear my PlayStation in the background. It is getting louder by the day. I'm sorry if you can. I've tried to lean as far back in my chair as possible so you can't hear it, but I don't know if that's working too well. So if you hear a scream, it's probably me falling off my chair. I'm practically vertical at this point. Who else is on my lap? Oh god, I can even hear it. Joe Hayward and Hoff and Brandon. All on there, just starting their laps. Well, oh wait, never mind. Hayward's was like the first one. Am I missing something? No, he's okay. Ascalios first, then Joe Hayward. There we go. Oh, 120.8. Oh, no, 120.398. Okay. Not a bad time from Joe Hayward, I think Rancy will put in a 119.9 for his first time. Oh, as we know, Rancy did win the past 4 Division 5 races and he's invalidated, so he actually won't get pole just yet. Hoffa puts in a 120.6. He'll be next across the line, Alpha Tauri. What should you do though? Is that the wrong colour? Okay, it might be random. Oh no, Tom Petty is in the lobby. Tom Petty 122.1. Brandon finishes the lap on 120.5 for him. Nailboy's still in the pits. Bog's going out lap. Gooner's still in the pits. Jordan, he's starting his lap. Tough chicane. Spin out on the exit if you're too eager. People coming out over that in 4-4. Third to get the grip, fourth to get the speed, I think. And then all down to fourth. Second chicane quite tricky because you need to try to cut the inside curb, but it off-puts your car so much, so you must want to get it in between the Venturi channel and the left. No, the left tyre. But if you're really eager, you're gonna try want to get it over the right Venturi channel, which is practically cutting it completely, and that is very, very, very difficult. So I can imagine nobody will be doing that, which just limit the times you can do to, like, let's say Rancy does a 119.8, 119.9, because the times on this track will be quite close, obviously, because it's just straight lines for most of it. As Jordan puts in a 120.4, puts him second, with his teammate in first. And then we can move on to somebody like Bogowski. As he's coming down to Ascari now. Ooh, Attacker puts in the fastest time, a 120.373. Ooh, taking a curb in Ascari. Oh, and another interesting thing, most drivers most likely using a 0-0 setup, which I think is quite funny in a game like this. 0-0. Ooh, we're actually getting a 120.69, which was in 7th. Interesting to see if you can beat that later on. Relia and Guna, they give each other a toe. I remember seeing this in Division 0, so I would have to look. I think Relia giving Guna a toe, maybe? I don't know, I think that's the fastest drivers. In that, or like in the Ferrari, I mean, like I think Guna is the faster one. We'll run see it's actually on our lap. 1:26.2 for the first second. Oh wow. I have to get on board to show you the first. When he goes through the second chicane, what you want to be doing it like, because he's got it pretty well, almost invalidating on the first Lesmo, and then the second one, perfect. Don't want to go too far over to the left because you'll just spot him out. Comes to a Scary. Ooh. Doesn't take it. Doesn't cut the entry as much as you probably want to, which kind of makes his exit quite slow because you have to be quite relaxed with the throttle. Seemed like a good lap though, especially the first sector. Oh, 1:20.1, 2 tenths faster than Hackett. Guna did put in a 1:20.4 in the end, and his teammate 1:20.5. No boy, still yet to come out the pits. Boss, I keep yawning, sorry. Boss coming towards the penultimate corner. No, the final corner actually. Was just someone spin mid corner there. I think that is one of the well, it is one of the Alfa Romeos. Boss puts in 1:20.4. I wonder if he's happy with that. Just in the front two doing their lap, but Mikey's also starting his lap out. I would like to see how he does the second chicane. Although in second, a great, looks to be a first chicane. He's going quite fast. Doing a really nice slipstream here for his teammate Raza. So yes, where little Mikey put his car over the, in between the left wheel and the bodywork. That is like the perfect place person to put it. Perfect second Lesmo as well onto the straight. Gives him all the speed. Comes to Sky, I want to cut this inside as much as possible. Which he kind of does. You want to ride a bit on the right there. Oh, as he spins. Luckily, it's quite difficult to turn in the right direction when you're going backwards, so I don't blame him now, just stay in a straight line. But good, just set up, seems to be quite just a suspension there. We're going through a Sky. No, yeah, Sky. I think it's Sky. Is it? Oh, sorry if it's not. Oh, yeah, another thing to mention. Me and Jug might not be able to do as much commentating together as we would enjoy, as Division 2 is losing its commentator, but I think we have got a replacement in for the rest of the season, so hopefully that should realistically make us be able to commentate every week, but don't guarantee it. We always have to have more backup commentators, so if anybody wants to come in, I was going to say come into contact, but that's not the right word to use. Anyone else just wants to commentate or feel like they could be good at it, you know, always see the DTR guys, they're always open. Never going to really say no if you want to be a commentator, as long as you like can they speak English. Maybe not. I'm sure we could get a different like stream option. If you know what I mean? Because like once you speak Dutch, I mean I doubt someone who is Dutch would be watching this and can't speak English, because then we'll be like, what's this guy commenting? Anyway, yeah. Enough of that. Just if you want to be a commentator, we're not gonna say no. It's a very, very great recruitment from me. Yeah. Always trying to be a salesman, you know. I'm a salesman. I'm giving up. Okay, moving on. Who is on a lap? That will be up on their lap. Wazza putting a 1:20.25. That is the closest title redundancy we've had. Just over a second. No, I mean no, just over a tenth. Is he on lap? I don't think so. His ERS is not going down. Then it's not on lap. Oh, Rancy is up by a tenth in the first sector. So now he comes towards Ascari. We'll see if he can get the entry he wanted. Oh, perfect. Oh, but he invalidates. No. As Huff starts his lap, we'll see if he... Oh, is it already in all the wrong gears? I think that's... don't think he's actually on a lap. Skelos, here we go. He's not on a lap as well. No, Mikey back with him. As he invalidated his... No, he spun on his first out lap. 1:26.7. Already seeing on towards the back of the grid. Maybe with the first sector like that. It's quite difficult. I'm pretty sure his traction control on, which doesn't help him unfortunately. I'm sure he will get a good Scarby this time. Always want to last set a time is. Ah, there we go, perfect to Ascari. Even goes riding the curb on the right and the inside there. Giving you some time as he comes into P1, just not P1, I don't know if that's a Monaco corner. I'm still mixed up. And he comes to us now on 21.1, puts him 13th, so he's up a position. Bijan Nailboy is only going to do one lap, it looks like, to try and beat his rival. So I don't think that's any increase for Relia, but I think he's just starting a lap. As Hoff looks to improve as well, as he's in the second chicane, if that's still right Alpine. I think it is. Let's see if Relia takes things like that. He doesn't. See, it just depends how people, because some people feel like it upsets the car too much. But I think if you do take it and get a good exit, it is like on our attempt, 10th and a half. We'll have to watch Ramsey or no boy. That's Casellas just joined us, I think. Let's see how Nailboy takes it here. Yeah, safe as well. So Half puts in the fastest at 1:19.9. So if really you can get move up. Oh, he does. Q3, you're on 20.2. So the times actually are ramping up. Ramsey's now. He's gonna start his lap to try beat it. That'll be his last lap. Wazza's on out lap. Hackett's just started. Haywood is down a lot on his time. I don't think we'll see improvement from him. Bosch just in the first sector at the moment. What does he do? Ooh, that's a good first sector time for the boss there. He plays it safe as well. Who else moved up? Skelos moves up to 120.3. See Ranty. I don't know how he done the second chicane, but we'll see if it gains him any time when he comes to Starry. Everyone on that now. He's actually down. Not looking good for Ranty if he wants to try and beat half time here. Hayward's not like doing this down. Kind of bust me up. Second. Oh, so close to 119.9 for him. Can Ranty get pole? Will he snatched away? Oh, he does a 119.8. It does seem to snatch it away from Hoff. I don't think anyone is really contesting the pole position. But Jordan's getting a slipstream. That wasn't too good from one of the Mercedes drivers. But Jordan moves up to, I think, did he move up? Yeah. He moved up to 11.20.4. But once again, Ranty takes pole position, I think. I don't know what it is in a row now. I think it's in like 4th race in a row. Singapore, I think that is the 4th race in a row. Oh, close though. Close. Hoff almost had it. Almost. So close. But can be Ranty and steals it from him. But we'll have to see what they start in the race. I think it's going to go a hard medium race. Could see Guna to do a hard soft. I wouldn't be surprised to do that in Division 0. But all the times are really close here. In Division 4, from 2nd to, what is it, 12th, 8 tenths. As you can see, so I think we had a couple late joiners. Oh, Quinner just retired. Cassell didn't manage to set a time, nor did DTR and Nailboy. So those two were starting at the back. Yeah, and then Tom Putty. I don't think we're going to set too great of a lap, but you know, better than those three. As I'm going to get a drink, and then I will be back. I should be able to comment on the tyre choices for my film. Let's have a look at the tyre choices then. As my chair decided to fall over because I lost one of the wheels. So that's on the floor now. And another wheel came off. Oh. So I just won't be standing for the rest of the commentation. Details, tires, medium, hard. Ah, that's a lot. It's a lot of medium runners I didn't expect to see. I would have thought hard, because the hard's easier to warm up at the start due to the high fuel load. Also, pressures around here are quite high in the tires, so they wear it'd be better to use the hards because they can go longer at the start of the race, and mediums will degrade less due to less fuel further in the race. But I don't know. But interesting tyre choices. No softs for anyone, so that's probably good to see, as everyone is actually quite bunched up, so I don't think we'll have to wait too long for the lights. Let's see if it will give us a good camera angle here. I can already tell. Here's Rancy will get us underway. I just like how in a way they go in Monza, but just following Rancy. So all quite poor start. Great start from the front two. All chaos at the back. 3 wide, then 3 wide again. Is it going to be clean? Someone's going really wide there. One of the Aston Martins has to take to the curbs. No one coming out here side by side. We've got Tom Putty trying to make the move on Guna here. It's Boy. Bogorowski's fell back. There's a big gap between those two. Jordan almost goes into the back of Cassell. But that's the boy trying to get a pullback, but can't. As Skelos gets past. Oh no, is he with wing damage there? What's 2 cars just past him? I would hope not. Jordan also under pressure here. Looks like from Guna. Sorry, I didn't capture that start. It's great. I tried getting everyone, but it was quite difficult. Ooh, someone's making the move. Guna on Jordan here into the final turn. Are they going side by side? I think they are, yes. Quite difficult on those hards for Guna, but he makes it work around the outside. Anyone up front making a move? Hayward's the closest. He thinks about going down the inside of Wassa, but thinks against it. We'll see if how many position changes there's been. Yes, Bossmott losing 5, Cassell gaining 5. Hackett in between those two, not moving an inch. Bogorowski the biggest loser here, with 4 places lost. I know Boss lost 5, which actually isn't the best. As Jordan gets back in front of Guna now into the second chicane. And it's a yellow flag as it is Bossmott who spun at turns 4. That curve was going to throttle too early, I think, there. Guna's still close on the back of. Oh, there's another. Oh, it's Boss again. I don't think. I would assume most of the spinning out will be happening here in this corner, the left-hander onto the last-ish straight. As Guna's going for it again now on the on the inside this time of Hayward. I did miss the move with Skelos and Brandon, I'm pretty sure. Skelos is actually side by side with Jay Hayward. Okay, I can't see them in any good picture. There we go. Side by side into the braking zone. Hayward decides to pull out of it, and Skelos gains the place. As talking about gaining places, Guna takes the place back from Hayward, but it's goes quite deep in turn 1. As there's a yellow flag, Brandon has got an awkward get off the line as he's going to slot in between Hayward and. Oh, this could be bad. As Brandon down the inside. I think Hayward leaves Brandon enough space, and Brandon is now 1 second off Gunnar. So Jordan won't be happy with that. Tom also has something to say to Mikey here. 3 tenths between these drivers. Oh, Hayward's close on Askelos. They are for Romeo's under heavy pressure, or giving the pressure at some points. Rancy already a second away from Hoff. Hoff already a second away from Relly, and Relly already a second away from Wazza, and Wazza already a second away from Askelos. So it's quite a win for the top 4, except Relly it seems to cut that on Hoff. He wants the DRS through the final straight, but I don't think he's getting it. Some drivers may have a better straight line speed than others, and now past Brandon past Hackett goes Cassell. Cassell takes a little bit of inside curb. Bruno trying to make an optimistic move, and he does. Not unfortunately, he just forced a little bit onto the grass and can't make the move stick. As Jordan overtakes Brandon, he continues to chase Gunnar here. As Tom Putty has now been overtaken by Bogorowski, so he'll be looking to... No, Gunnar loses it in the second chicane. That's unfortunate. So now he's stuck behind Lil Mikey, but I think with the pace he should be able to get past these two. There's another yellow flag. That is Tom Putty spinning round at the first Lesmo. Ooh, close. As Brandon goes into Ascari with Jordan. A lot of fighting in the midfield here. The top 5 seem to be cemented in place, and then Cassell and Hayward. No, the top 6 seem to be up there, and Cassell seems to be the dividing barrier with about 4 seconds. 2 packs in this race. We've got another yellow flag as Quenne spins round the final corner. As we're going through, right, little Mikey, Jordan, Brandon on to turn 1. It's gonna work out. Little Mikey goes down the inside and maybe 2 for 1 here. Brandon almost spins. He takes too much inside curve, which allows Jordan up the inside, and Jordan comes out the victor. Little Mikey's got poor exit, so Brandon's now able to go side by side. But Brandon surely has the slipstream from Jordan, but they're still going side by side. Little Mikey and Brandon. Oh my god, it's so close. With Brandon just loses out on the outside. Gunnar thinking about making a move there, but thinks better of it as the car is sliding everywhere in front of him. As Hayward is closing to a Skelos here with a DRS. He is obviously just a bit too far away here. I don't think he's going to be able to catch on this straight either. Who is there? Gunnar's close on the back of Brandon. There's another yellow flag as Tom Putty's retired. We might quickly be able to see this. Oh, he's on the inside the second last moment. That brings out a safety car. That is surprising. So Skelos dives into the pits for I think I assume the hards and then maybe a wing change. Who is that? Cassell seems to be pitting as well. No wing change for Cassell or Skelos. Jordan also pits. He didn't have wing damage. Hackett doesn't have wing damage. Brandon doesn't have wing damage. Boss, Mott, I don't think I have wing damage. So they'll get out on new tyres. I assume they're all on the hards, those guys. Yep, now leaves four medium runners, sorry. That's Rancy, Jens, Reliot, and Hayward. And Quinner, obviously, at the back of the grid. As Cassell gets a driver penalty for speeding under safety car, and Bossmott has put on these soft tyres, which is quite surprising to see. That maybe trying to make some moves off the safety car, but they only really last around 8-ish laps if they are not used. But if they have been used to do 2 quali runs, they only last about 5 laps. Take a drink. So as the grid runs now, actually, hold on, missed some pit stops there. Ramsey, Elliott, Hoff, Haywood, Skelos are all pitted for new hards off their mediums on like 7 laps. So I assume safety car might come in this lap. But people that are up there now, Wazza, Little Mikey, Guna, Barokowski, and DTR Nailboy, they'll be hoping for a second safety car around lap, I don't know, 18 maybe. I think when some of these guys might pit. Lap 16 maybe, I think. Tyres not too great round here. Hard to warm up, but somehow degrade do quite fast. And it's because of all the lateral movement in these, the Lesmos, and the flick into the Scari. And you've got the acceleration out of the 2 chicanes, it's called the wheel spin, and the rears heat up. And also wear. Plus you've got a lot of dirty air from the cars, especially if you're in a long train. They're taking a lot of punishment here. And the long right-hander at the end of the lap as well, as they're sliding. I was going to say, to will not come in this lap. Waiting for Quinner, who pitted for a new... Oh yeah, I fixed my chair by the way, so that very loud click noise. As Nailboy pits, he'll be promoted to last. As he decides to check on the mediums for 18 laps, which I can't say will help his effort at overtaking everyone, because the mediums will fall off at around lap 22 to him, and lap 21. They'll be physically undrivable by that point, I think, on this track. So interesting, but as he just comes ahead, he's just stays in front of Quinter. As now I assume the safety car will be going in this lap, as the front two seem to trade position. No, Wazza in front. Wazza was in that train of medium runners, but he hasn't decided to pit. There's only 4 drivers that decided to pit here. No, 4 drivers that have decided not to pit, which I'm surprised at early in the race, but stops everyone but the top 4 have pitted. Okay, interesting. Castello still has a drive-through, obviously, and Boss wants for the 5 seconds here. I think 3 seconds might play a big part here, as we're just waiting to see when Wazza goes. There we go. As he goes, his teammate leaving quite a large gap, I assume, to try and defend. Or is Wazza letting him get back a bit to get some DRS, hopefully? I would assume they would try to play the team game, try to DRS each other, allowing them to keep the guys behind them. But it might be a little difficult to do, as Rancy is already on the back of... As Brandon making a move into the first chicane, as he can just get a better exit than Jordan. This fight is still continuing, as Boss wants to spun out or had a very poor exit at turn 1. Jordan thinks about the inside at turn 3, but it's like better not. Scareoff sees the back of Hayward and it's like, why? why you 1.5 seconds off the car in front. He's going to want to get past. Rancy is antsy to... Sorry, ignore that. Rancy's anticipated. Oh, and there we go. We see Wazza retiring from the exit of the Sky. That's why I did think most. That is another safety car in a row. Unfortunately, the front for Paris here don't really have enough of a gap to pit and gain any sort of advantage, as they're all still so close to each other, so they're forced to stay out. Interesting to see what everyone else does though, because this safety car really should just go at the end of this lap, but I don't think it will. It needs to do at least one lap and then it will go in. So who made positions there? Brandon made a position, if I'm not mistaken. Boss dropped 2 positions. Little Mikey obviously in first now. I don't know, yeah. Well. Solid 3/4 of a lap action before safety car number 2 of this race. 5 seconds served by Boss Mott's though. Cassell has no opportunity to serve that drive-through penalty, and it was lap 7 that he got it. So that's interesting. So, anyone gonna pit? These Phantom 3, I doubt it. I think Boss should catch up this lap, 20 seconds. Maybe just catch it by the end. So it should be going lap 13, should be the lap we commence. But that is unlucky number 13, so wouldn't be surprised if there's another crash. Still plenty of people in the lobby. Plus with the front 3, the tyres getting old now, 12 lap old. Cold tyres and warm tyres are not a good combination. As I can see Guna's tyres here, if I look at the wheel here, if you stop shaking it around, 79 on the front left, 78 on the front right, 78 on the rear left, and 77 on the rear right. So cold tyres there. As they'll be getting going sometime in the 3rd sector. When does the 3rd sector begin? Just before Scary. Again, won't be hearing from Bert Mylander this race. I mean, he's already loving it. 2 safety cars. He enjoys the crashes, and his friend P2 at the moment, Guna, fellow gunner of course, as his Bert Mylander supports the Arsenal FC team. So I mean, and they're in the red, so what a fitting thing for them, as I heavily dislike the football team, but we move. It's a little bit of Bert Mylander lore there for you before we get started on this race. Quite fast restart, as Lil Mikey's not having slowing down at all to warm his tyres. Like 70 degrees, 77 on the front right, 76, 75 on the rear right for Guna. He will not be happy. Rancy looking to make a move on Bogorowski, but Bogorowski is blasting that DRS. Cassell jumps into the pits to serve that time penalty. Nelboy is going to be looking up the outside of Jordan, but Jordan is just faster into turn 1 and he stays ahead, as Rancy cannot catch Bog as he actually seems to be doing now. I think Bog would be using ERS right now, but he used a lot on the straight and he doesn't want to use more. I don't know if he will. Oh, Gunnar goes deep as well. That doesn't help Bog's fight, as he seems to go down the inside, and he does make that happen. Does he? Oh, Bogrovsky's gone into the gravel. Yeah, he plummets down the order. I don't think any wing damage though, so he'll be quite happy with that. Doesn't help that his tyres are that old though. As there now only 2 of the 4 hard runners remaining at the front now. But almost a second between them as Rancy hit Bogrovsky. I don't know if he's got damage or not. We'll have to see if Hoff is gaining a considerable amount. As Quinner makes the move on Bossmart, but he's going wide, and I think it's going to allow Bossmart to back through. It does, but now Quinner's in the slipstream. But will Boss get the DRS? No, he doesn't, because the safety car. They're just going the same speed almost, if not more. Rancy gets whacked by Hoff there, and then Relic gets involved there. Brandon, you can see, side by side with Hackett now, as Hayward's seen the opportunity in the chaos, trying to go down the inside of Hoff, but Hoff also low battery now. Wish I could have got that on video, but a certain 2 drivers laughing right now, and that is Little Mikey and Gunnar. Little Mikey especially laughing, as he was almost last place at the start of this race. As Rancy is back in P9, a damaged Relay, I think, behind him, with the front wing broken off. DTR Nelboy probably liking the chaos. Everyone's bunched up here. He's on these mediums, he can get going, but he's going to have to hold off his buddy Rancy, and Rancy's actually going to lose a place here to Reliot. So that is unlike Rancy. DRS has been enabled now. The second dropping from the 2 cars in front. Hoff relentless in his pursuit. As Nelboy thinks about the inside, but thinks better of it. As Rancy again, a very difficult T1 as Bossmart spins out, stops Quinter getting past. I think completely blocks Quinter, and he's actually made it in front of Quinter and Jordan after being hit there. That is interesting. Turn 1 not going too well for multiple drivers. Boss really trying to squeeze down the outside, but he just can't. It's covered off by Jordan well. 2.8 now the gap to the car in front. Hoff really eating into their lead. They're hoping for another safety car, kinda might help them at some point soon. As Nelboy are close on the back of Brandon. Oh, that's definitely a penalty, I think. Warning for Nelboy there. Brandon seeing his teammate as well, that'll be an enticing move. He'll want to get in front of him, as Cassell gets a 3-second time penalty. ERS a key factor here, you don't want to blow too much of this. Little Mikey gets overtaken by Gunnar. The switch factor might be on. No, Gunnar gets through turn 1 efficiently. Hayward just slipping out of the DRS of Hoff there. So is Hackett. Hackett's losing touch with the Skelos up front. As Jordan is being overtaken again by Bossmart into turn 1. That would have been, and he's going to be looking for the move into turn 3, but he won't be able to find it. Gunnar drops again as he makes a mistake at turn 4. Rancy makes a mistake as he goes straight on at turn 4 as well. You just saw in front. He's having not a greatest of races now after being hit. Maybe has wing damage. I did see a wing fly off. I can't really tell. I'll check. Camera angle's not doing us any favours here. Yes, no front left end plate for him. As you can see, he's supposed to get a warning soon, or a penalty. As Gunas looking to make the move again on little Mikey here. These tyres holding up well for these two, but they can't go the entire race without swapping tyres. As Gunas seems to be back in front. Little Mikey can't get the switch back. Bogorowski even gets in front of Rancy, but Rancy's actually gone to the pits there for the medium, I assume. As Quinner. Oh, as we see Bossmarts just lose it on the exit of turn 2. Let's have a look here. Anyone too close to each other? Not really. Hoff actually looks like he's going to try and make the move soon. Out of almost all of his ERS there. Oh, Mikey making a move into Ascari. This is great for Hoff. Can't make any moves though. Guna probably going to overtake little Mikey into turn 1 again. But Boss Smarts overtakes Bogorowski on the back straight there, just before Ascari. Bogorowski decides not to go side by side because that's a death sentence. Ooh! Will Hoff also be able to get in front of little Mikey? Be an interesting move here. He thinks better of it, and Eskelos also you can see in the background there with Hayward having a good fight. Brandon side by side with his teammate. He wants to get in front of him. Oh, they're almost still side by side. Brandon just coming out victorious there. Snailboy's watching this fight lugger on. As little Mikey is spun, causing mass stoppages. Adds Hoff and Eskelos in the dumps now. Moves again, it moves people up. Really, it's now P7, Nailboy's P6, Hackett, and Brandon P4, P5. Little Mikey also staying up there. I think Little Mikey was the one that went straight on, causing that to happen, but interesting nonetheless. As you can see, Nailboy gaining time on Hackett. Guna leading this race. He really needs a safety car. But he will pound to softs because that's his favourite strategy around here. Might do that next lap or the lap after that. As Nailboy is barely just touching the rear tyre of Hackett. As down the inside he goes. Hackett is staking on the inside. Who's going to come out on top? It's Hackett, but can Reliot pounce at this? No, he can't. He's just too far back. As Bogorowski's dropped back now. I don't know if that was because with the fight with Boss, he's gone on to new tyres actually. So I'll actually put the tyres up for you guys to have a look at. 18 laps for Guna and Little Mikey there, followed by 10 laps on the mediums for Nailboy. They'll be starting to go a bit sour soon. Who is the closest? Really is actually quite close on Nailboy. Nailboy's also close on Hackett. Oh, really close. Might even make the move before the DRS line. As he just does know that his teammate is giving him the slipstream here. Hackett, but will Nailboy dive? Ooh, I think
don't know what happened there. No collision there, so that's good. Oh, that would have been a bad one into turn 1 at that speed. As Jordan makes the overtake on Quinner. Quinner on Old Hards. Oh, Jordan also on Old Hard actually. Gosh, I really would love to know what Guna's tyre percentage is right now. These must be absolutely dying on him. "19 laps. He's hoping for a safety car. Interesting though, because you think like Guna stayed out on, and like you can't overtake him, and same with little Mikey. Like Brandon can't get past him because of the ERS usage, and the DRS is just not enough. Here, it's 20 laps now on the hard tyres. They're gonna have to pit at some point. I just don't know when. As Quinner makes the move back on Jordan there. As Guna drops position, Hayward goes past. Hayward now leading this race. Rancy with the fastest lap of the race. He's 14 PS. You won't get that point. He's hoping for a safety car as well in these last 4 laps. Snellboy's close on Hackett. Maybe trying to make a move here. Not enough ERS to really challenge. Oh, it's Brandon's gun at the inside of Little Mikey into a scar. This will be close. Oh, Little Mikey's trying to stick in there. Oh, he just does. He's really close, actually. This might help him on the main straight. As Relly gets past Nellboy here on the inside. Nellboy around the outside. Can he do it? It's going to be close. So whoever gets the slipstream from Hackett. But Relly seems to be making a move on Hackett as well. It's down the inside. Relly it goes. Escalos also in that mix. P5 for Escalos. Oh! Now we're trying to make up a position on the outside of Hackett. Hackett overtaking Relly now actually. Has a better second phase of grip apparently. Hoff is trying to like see an opportunity here as these cars are almost like touching each other. As Quinner gets overtaken. Oh no, Quinner tries to make the move on Jordan. And Guna's going to have to pit soon, which is very unfortunate for little Mike and Guna. Could be a double Alpha Aston Martin podium here. Or could it be a double Ferrari podium? Maybe Reliant has something to say here. And it is now that Guna has to pit for the softs. Very unfortunate. Look how many places he will lose. Very unfortunate from these two great drivers, Lil Mikey and Guna. Just not going their way on luck today. As Nellboy is almost punted, what it seems there, turn 1. As Scalos moves up. Reliant actually losing touch of Hackett here. Hayward, Brandon nowhere near Hayward. Hackett not really close to his teammate. And DRS, Reliant needs to get into the DRS. So Scalos wants to make the move on Reliant. A safety car would really spice things up now. Michelle with another time penalty. Bossmont also has a time penalty here. Oh, it's close. Oh, Reliant makes the move. Oh, he's using the arrest. Doesn't need to be close enough though. Oh, that would have been an ambitious move. As Quinner also trying to make a move into turn 1, but it can't make that happen on Jordan. I just saw the time drop to 0.057. A lot of zeros. Very close, but also very far at the same time. Like Nelboy's not close to Skelos, who we wanted to gain more. These mediums really falling off the cliff here. For Nelboy, and he's having more problems as Hoff is going to try sneak up the outside. Don't go too wide into Ascaria, and they don't, which is good. As Quinn is also close on the back of Jordan here, he's in the points. Oh, really close on Hackett now. Inevitable that he gets the move done, right? Eskelos looking at this. Really, it makes the move before the corner. And that's a podium position for Elliott here if Hackett doesn't reply. Calling it in front of Jordan now, but Jordan really low on ERS here. Quinn very high on ERS, I mean. As Hackett, Hackett has to bump over the curb at turn 4. That's going to give Elliott a lot of breathing room. Good separating out here. Couple 1 seconds littered and 2 seconds littered out throughout the grid. Oh! As Hackett and Eskelos get tangled at Ascari there, which allows Nelboy to P4, Hoff to P5, Hackett and Bossmont here going to the final corner. They're side by side. Ooh, Bossmont almost gave the switch back. I've never seen that in that corner, but he makes it work. Or does he? Depends who gets DRS. They both get DRS from what it looks like. No, it's closed for Hackett. Bossmont P7 for him after that incident with Skelos and Hackett. Little Mikey gets in front of Rancy, who pits. As Jens is trying to make a move towards turn 3. Oh, I thought just for a second there. Much prefer the up high camera angle here, but can't always have it. As Jens is still on the back of Nelboy here. Really, Brendan and Hayward really secured the podium right now. No one seems to be threatening them. Ooh, it's super fast. Jens down the outside, and it works into Ascari for half there. Oh, as wide goes Nelboy, and we see Bossmont thrown into the wall by him, and like Ascelios has to take avoiding action. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I hope little Mike will be okay going through here. Just very unfortunate there for Nelboy, who's thinking he's got some good points with Rancy being away from the points, but he also fell just as much as Rancy. It's 13th and 12th now. And I think that's the end of all the chaos here. The only person that can really make a move is Hackett on Ascelios here. These two coming together before at Ascari, allowed Hoffa to get past them. Does Hackett have anything left in the tank? He's actually got 40% left in the tank that he might want to try and use, and he is. As Jordan gets in front of Quinner, as Quinner has no front wing. And I just broadcast my mic there to everyone. I didn't notice that button. I apologise. Hackett, I don't know if he has enough here. He needs a good corner. No. Oh, that's the end. I thought there was more like that. Hayward takes the win here. Brandon P2, Relly at P3, Jens P4, and Esquilios P5. Hackett's P6. Jordan will come home P7 with a fight with Quinner. Cassell comes home P8. Guna P8 actually. Quinner 3,000th of a second behind Guna. I didn't see that. Cassell falls to 10th for the time penalty. Little Mikey crosses the line 11th. Good race from him. Well, unfortunately not where he finished, but a good race, being at the front of the grid. Ramsey 12th. Unfortunate race for him. Been taken out I think twice, as Nellboy has a puncture at the rear left, which was probably caused with the incident. That is very unfortunate. As he's actually beached the car. Yeah, as Barry Rogowski actually takes home P13, and Nellboy will take. I don't think he's going to take home P14. I think he's going to be classified. I don't know. He's completed 90% of the race, so I think he will be classified as P14. But yeah, that is Italy Division 4 completed. Congratulations to Jay Hayward for taking his first pole position. Congratulations to Brandon for staying out of trouble. Congratulations to Relly for fighting up that grid. I don't know where, I have to look at where the grid place, where they started, and who to give driver of the day to. Definitely between the front three. Does Alfa Romeo take her second win of the season? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he won the first race in Bahrain. I'm not sure who won that. Might be Nellboy, or was it Hayward? I think. I don't. Well, I listened to the reports that come out of this race. A lot of incidents, it seemed. Not too much, but let's see. Ooh, Relly started 4th. Brandon P8. A lot of people moving up here, well, especially on the really old tyres. Hayward, great race. Brandon making up as well. I think, ooh, it's a tough one. We'll have to give it to Guna, but I don't think he finished high enough. Nor did Little Mikey. They had a great race, those two. But I think it's between Brandon and Hayward. I'm pretty sure I could select two. I'm not going to. I'm going to go with Brandon for this driver of the day. Just been so close to the chaos, but just out of it. Which, I mean, it could just be luck. Or did the incidents happen ahead of him? I think some of the Little Mikey stuff happened in front of him, and he managed to avoid the Cassell and Hackett. I think it no Esquilios and someone else. He avoided a lot of chaos. I feel like, so I'm gonna give it to him only because I think Jay Hayward has really won a race this season. But yeah, it was a great race from everyone, really. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Uh, and yeah, I mean, maybe I might give it to both. Like, I've, there's so many driver of the day things you can do now, but that's my pick, not to be. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Race 8, which is Great Britain, which would be a fun one to commentate. See if Jug will be there. So yeah, thank you for watching, and that's it from me.